Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Finn will keep an intimidating secret from Steffy, so what will her hubby hide about Luna? B&B's exercise videotape for the week of March 3rd to 7th shows Steffy having another massive meltdown about Finn's bio son. Steffy declares that Luna is broken and harangues about how she's not Finn's sweet little girl. Finn is obviously going to launch another Luna-related discussion and will maybe plan to tell Steffy about his father-son reunion at Bill's place, at least at first. Still, Finn may back out of a full concession. Formerly Steffy flies into this rage. It's easy to imagine Finn starting by admitting that he went to the captivity and said about Luna wasn't there. Steffy might flip out over Finn trying to see Luna and argue that as long as she's still confined, they don't need to know anything further. Perhaps Steffy will prompt Finn to just let sleeping tykes lie and not try to figure out where lunatic Luna is now. Of course, Steffy might assume that Luna's been transferred to another captivity installation, rather one as far down as possible. Anyhow, Steffy could push Finn to put Luna out of his mind and just let her serve her time. Also again, maybe Finn will start his story else if he admits he saw Luna without saying where. Finn might contend that he could keep this maternity news from Luna, who merited real answers about her father after all these times. In that case, Steffy would assume Finn saw Luna at the captivity, but she could still horrify over him trying to reconnect with her. This could be why Steffy will eventually go on that diatribe and try to shatter any vision Finn might have about Luna being reformed. Either way, Finn's secret may end up being Luna's exact position if he fails to tell Steffy that she's on house arrest at Bill's manse. Perhaps Finn will decide it'd just incense Steffy indeed more and freak her out unnecessarily. No matter how it all goes down, Finn will indeed keep quiet about commodity related to Luna on the March 6th occasion, so we'll bring you prognostications on the counter-reaction that could bring. Hayes' future, so we've to ask, is Hayes a bad seed? Is Finn's son doomed by Sheila's crooked DNA like Luna? Steffy sounded to suppose so during her panicked rant in the February 26th occasion. B&B suckers watched as Steffy had a total meltdown and worked herself into a huff over Sheila's minatory DNA being passed down. Despite Finn's consolation following Luna's maternity reveal, Steffy's consummation left her feelings twisting out of control. Let's look at some of Steffy's dialogue since it could give some interesting suggestions. This means Luna is Sheila's granddaughter. That crazy gene is being passed down to the coming generation. It's in their DNA. Steffy cried. Steffy also made a comment about the sick, manipulative and sociopathic jest that she'd witnessed. Since Luna proved to be just like Grandma Sheila, that left Steffy freaking out over the possibility of Hayes following in their steps. That blood is in Hayes. Steffy blapped in her moment of despair. Finn tried to move Steffy that Hayes would be nothing like Luna, but no bone can be certain of that. Steffy eventually calmed down and stood by Finn in the fate of his bio-son disclosure, but that doesn't mean her enterprises are gone. Under the circumstances, it'll be a good idea to keep a close eye on Hayes and how he behaves as he gets aged. Of course, there's no guarantee Hayes will have the same felonious tendencies that Sheila and Luna have displayed. Finn is an awful man despite Sheila's DNA, so that's worth keeping in mind. At the same time, Luna does have a lot of Sheila-such-like traits that can't be ignored. Hayes is Sheila's grandchild too, so it'll be intriguing to see if he grows up to be a villain or at least a bad boy troublemaker. Finn's family drama will take a risk on his marriage and really put his bond with Steffy to the test. Steffy and Finn have indeed further obstacles ahead, so stay tuned for updates on all the stunning news and heated competitions to come. Hope was crushed over Carter kissing Daphne while Finn had some violent Luna feelings. At the Precipice house, Taylor reeled over the news that Luna was Finn's natural son. It left Taylor averring this must be a taradiddle and that the DNA test must have been altered. Steffy argued that Finn took 2 maternity tests, so there was no denying the wisdom of it. Taylor couldn't believe Steffy had to deal with this and encouraged her son not to keep her passions bottled up. Steffy eventually broke down in gashes as Taylor pulled her close. At the Spencer manse, Finn pushed for answers about why Luna was at Bill's place. Luna explained that she had a connection with Bill, who arranged for her to live on house arrest there. Luna assumed Finn was there to rip into her and couldn't condemn him under the circumstances. As Luna participated her guilt over all the horrible effects she'd done, she claimed it was like commodity took over her body. Luna conceded that she wiped out her own father, though Tom no way felt like one to her. Since Tom suspected Luna was his son, Luna wondered what kind of pater didn't fight for their child. Luna reflected on her unstable nonage and how she used to supplicate someone would come take her down, but they no way came. Finn blurted out that he didn't know and pulled Luna into another clinch as they cried together, however he stopped suddenly of saying he was her father just yet. In the Forrester Creations design office, Zend prompted Hope to see that Carter was acting all that happy despite the successful scent launch. There were also some prognostications about Daphne being such a game-changer according to Hope. In the main office, Daphne suspected the launch was a concave palm for Carter and wondered if all this was worth throwing away his relationship with the Forresters. Daphne suggested Carter had a golden occasion to give the company back now that he'd proven his point. After Daphne played up what a awful Joe Carter was, she suggested a deal, Bone. That would subscribe power over to the Forresters again if they kept Hope for the future. Daphne indeed offered to speak to Ridge and Steffy for Carter, so she gave him a lot to pound over. After Daphne said Carter was a good man with a good heart, she moved closer and placed a hand on his casket. Carter claimed it was like Daphne could see through him and that she knew what was going on inside his head. Daphne and Carter eventually got swept up in a passionate kiss, just in time for Hope to witness it as she opened the door. Hope stepped back out and sounded overwhelmed by what she'd just seen. Hope will set the record straight with Daphne soon. Liam might find himself participating a kiss with Steffy, blurring the boundaries. Because of the fermentation girding Finn and Luna, Steffy is in a whirlwind of feelings after Finn revealed that he's Luna's natural father. Steffy is really going to seek comfort in someone after Finn's disclosure. It's clear she'll turn to Taylor to bandy her recent struggles in her marriage, but it probably won't be long before she reaches out to Liam as well. Suckers might flash back Liam's enthusiastic support for Steffy and Finn's relationship during his last trip to the Precipice House. While he portrayed them as a perfect match fated for eternity, his perspective could shift in the near future, especially considering he lately admitted that his own life has been relatively grueling. Liam's vision of his future has taken an unanticipated turn, and with Steffy's marriage on shaky ground, he might just see a chance to reclaim what he formerly pictured of. As the fermentation-girding Finn continues to disrupt Steffy's life, Liam could find himself slipping back into his old mindset, induced that he could be the better choice for her. Especially when Steffy seeks solace in his presence, it's easy to picture him belting her in a comforting grasp. But could this moment lead to commodity further? Might Liam dare to lean in for a kiss, one that Steffy might just drink in return? Steffy is bound to feel incredibly exposed as she grapples with the limits of her marriage to Finn, blindsided that his son nearly killed her. In this vulnerable state, Liam may seize the occasion to make an enterprising move by planting a kiss on her lips. It wouldn't be the first time, you know. There's a chance that their hassle could escalate, leading them to partake a bed formerly again. That's happed ahead too, making Hayes's maternity questioned. The chemistry between Steffy and Liam has always coddled beneath the face, making it easy for them to give in to their solicitations. Eventually, our perceptivity indicate that Liam will be there to console Steffy. How far will Steffy allow herself to go with Liam while her marriage hangs in the balance?